Welcome to Money First CEO, the podcast for business owners ready to run their business like a boss and make their money work smarter, not harder. I'm Harmon Johnston, bookkeeper, Profit First professional, business coach, and mum of two from Sydney, Australia. I've built a thriving business by mastering money habits and systems that create real freedom. This show will help you take control of your finances so you can build a business and life that truly works for you. Every episode delivers one powerful takeaway you can action right away for more clarity, confidence, and cash. And from time to time, I'll be joined by special guests, fellow entrepreneurs, experts, and real business owners, sharing their money wins, lessons, and insights to inspire your next move. Because when you put money first, you unlock the options and freedom you deserve. So hit follow, grab your coffee, and let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome back to the Money First CEO. I'm your host, Harmon Johnston, and today we're talking about chasing cash, not clients, and smarter ways to follow up with debtors and keep your cash flow strong. If late payments are stressing you out, this episode is for you. Let's jump in. So I'll start off with talking about the pain of late payments. Picture this. You have a client who owed you $2,000 for a project. The invoice was due in 30 days, but 60 days later, you're still waiting. This delay forced you to dip into your savings to cover expenses, and it's stressing you out. As business owners, you've been there and I've been there. Chasing late payments is frustrating and it disrupts your cash flow. That's money you can't allocate to profit, you can't pay yourself, and possibly your tax liabilities. And emotionally, it's draining to feel like you're begging for what you've earned. And financially, it creates uncertainty, making it hard to plan or grow. And late payments aren't just inconvenient, they're a direct hit to your business's health. So how can we use debt collection as a profit first tool? In our business, we've built predictable cash flow through systems like direct debit. So payments come in consistently, and that gives us confidence in our profit first allocations. One of my clients didn't have that predictability, and using Profit First became their early warning system. They noticed pretty quickly when payments weren't coming in because they couldn't pay themselves or hit their regular allocations. They noticed when they would do their profit allocations, they were transferring a certain amount into each of the accounts. And then one week they noticed they weren't doing that. And that was the first red flag. So they tightened their follow-up process, cut their average payment cycle from 45 to 20, and that freed up thousands in cash flow and boosted their profit margin. And that's the power of Profit First. It makes cash flow issues visible fast. You can act earlier, adjust things, and even get creative with strategies to ride out tough periods. Because it becomes a crisis. It's not just about being aggressive in collections, it's about being smart, intentional, and protecting your business's health. So what are some of the creative follow-up strategies? I've created a 3-step plan to chase cash without alienating clients. Step 1, send friendly reminders before the invoice is due. And that is something not many people do. And a quick email like, hey, we're thrilled to work with you. Here's your invoice due next week. And it sets a positive tone. Step 2, automate reminders. If you're using something like Xero, set up a sequence, a gentle nudge at 7 days before, another at due date, and a firmer one 7 days past. It's automated and it works. Step 3, make it easy for them to pay you. Set up things like Stripe. So when they open the invoice, which you hope they all do, there's an option to pay now. All they have to do is click, pay, set and forget. That's one less thing on their to-do list. You get paid on time. Another one I see quite often, especially in the trades business, is not sending invoices. You do your invoicing on the weekend. So I say when you do a quote, just copy the quote if you're using something like Xero. So the descriptions are there, the narrations are there. You just have to tweak it, put the amount. As soon as the job's done, send the invoice. And you are more than 50% likely the invoice is going to get paid a lot sooner. If you don't prioritise sending invoices, they are not going to prioritise paying you. because they can see that you are not prioritizing your business. You're a bit slack in invoicing, so you're possibly going to be slack in following up. That's just what I've observed, and you will notice if you send invoices sooner, you will get paid sooner. And how do we handle tough debtors? And some clients are tough, and I get it. Confrontation feels awkward. Have a polite but firm script ready. I notice your invoice is past due. Let's get this sorted so we can keep working together. Ask them if there are any issues you can help with. And a lot of the times you'll find that customers haven't paid them, so they haven't paid you. And you can talk about strategies, what you use in your business that they can use. And if they're still unresponsive, offer a payment plan to ease the burden. And if it's still a problem, consider pausing work or escalating to a collection agency. But I would say that's the last resort. Start with kindness, it preserves the relationship. And in my experience, most clients pay faster when you approach them with respect. Profit First is about discipline, and that includes disciplined follow-ups. So, what's our takeaway for this week? Send a friendly personalised payment reminder to one overdue client. Use a positive tone, like we're excited to wrap up this project. Here's the invoice, and track how quickly they pay. And note the impact on your cash flow. It's a small step that can make a big difference in keeping your business financially healthy. And that's it for today's episode. If you're ready to stop chasing clients and start chasing cash, get those reminders out. And thank you for tuning in to the Money First CEO, where we put money first and the rest will follow.
Thanks for hanging out with me on Money First CEO. If you got value from this episode, hit subscribe, drop a 5-star review, and share it with someone who's building their business too. All the goodies are in the show notes, and you can find me on socials for more tips and tools to help you. Until next time, keep putting money first and the rest will follow.